Hey there. Okay, I think this is working. Hi, I'm Jacopoly, and I'm using this match as a way to record myself while playing something. At the moment, this is just me trying out fraps on LOL Recorder, and I am this Blitzcrank here who's just laughing to himself for some reason. Anyway, let's see if I can turn off the directed camera and focus it on me. Alright, I'm just grabbing my items here, and basically this video is just for me to test out the capabilities of fraps, and also to test out my microphone. At the moment I'm trying to speak up as loud as possible, but sometimes the sound doesn't come through that well. So I'm gonna have to work out a balance between the sound of LOL replay and my own voice. Okay, so I have just reached lane here, and I think this is the match where we just bully the crap out of them. Yeah. So I'm just going to be using this video to talk about myself as a YouTuber and what I want to do. I haven't uploaded any videos yet apart from that one little test one, and I want to do some Let's Plays and maybe some guides, maybe some reviews, basically everything based around gaming. And at the moment I'm just sort of giving you a noob's guide to Blitzcrank. So what am I doing here? I think I went AFK at this point, and it really kind of marks out how unimportant level 1 is for Blitzcrank. You can pull them and get them out of position, but you really want level 2 before you start kicking ass and taking names. So once you grab that level 2, should be coming quite soon, I can just level up my E, and then I have my 1-2 combo. I have my pull and my pop-up. And that's where things start to get interesting. So yeah, I'm sort of looking for different recording devices and software at the moment. I'm probably going to get a new mic soon. I think this one has quite a lot of sort of background noise coming into it, and it's really annoying. So I'm getting a new headset soon, and I'm hopefully going to get a webcam so I can put my own face into the corner of the screen. I'm kind of inexperienced as to how you sort of edit videos and upload them and stuff, so I'm going to need to work out. Oh my gosh, that's a really bad pull. I'm going to have to work out how to put my voice in, put my face in if possible, and to record fairly good quality video so that people can see me playing. So yeah, this Draven is honestly I think probably better than me. I think I've got a pretty good match up here with this guy. He's just a random that I saw on the internet, but he just jumps on every opportunity, and he's doing a lot of damage. And I guess the kind of OP thing about Blitzcrank is that his presence alone on lane is enough to make them completely terrified of you, and it zones them out awfully. And this match, I really wasn't making that much of an effort. I'm not sure. I think I might have been I went missing at the first part. But yeah, as you can see here, we're getting ganked by OF, and we both have speed ups, I believe. And see, this Draven is just awesome. And then I go in for the big pull, and our Amumu comes in, almost gets in there and probably helps us to kill Olaf, but we don't catch him, I don't think. What do we do here? Alright, so we just negated a gank there, I suppose. This Amumu didn't do a perfect job, but at least he prevented them from aggressing too much. See, I think I'm just gonna sort of get used to sort of commentating on stuff, and I think it's gonna be a lot easier if I'm commentating while I'm playing, because it's just a lot more spontaneous. At the moment I'm just kind of like watching what's going on the screen and trying to make comments about it, and at the same time tell the whole YouTube community about what I plan to do as a YouTuber, I suppose. So I guess you could consider this as my first video. I mean, if this gets loaded up and if it hasn't got too many problems, I will upload this and you'll be able to see it. But yeah, I suck as Blitzcrank. Oh god, I'm really not doing much to grab them or anything. Come on, Blitzy. Hit them with that big boxing glove of yours. But yeah, as you can see, she has to dash in to try and get last hit. She doesn't even get them anyway. And Taric, even though people say Taric is a direct counter, I really disagree. I think if you get outpositioned as Taric, you're not that tanky, especially early on. You need to build up quite a lot of health with Taric to make him a safe tank. He becomes a tank later on, but he's mainly based around utility, healing, you know, and boosting his AD carry, rather than you know, being, you know, the fighter tank. I think Leona is definitely a counter to Blitzcrank, but definitely not Taric. Blitzcrank messes most people up on lane, and I ban him quite often. I don't know if that's just a reflection of my elo, and that, you know, maybe I'm not a very good bot laner if I'm scared of Blitzcrank, but he messes people up, and he messes people up at you know, tournament play. He can just run in at level 1 and steal the blue buff if he wants to. He's very good. In fact, there's another recording of me stealing the blue buff that they were invading us. So they were invading us, and then I just kind of did a blind pull and took the blue, and everyone was like, oh, the plays, the plays. It was pretty cool, but I just got lucky. So yeah, I really don't know how this is going to come out. This video is going to be 20 minutes long because the match was only about 20 minutes. When I selected it, I wanted it to be a fairly short match, which we just kind of stomped, so that I could just kind of say my piece and then upload a reasonably short video. So yeah, Draven has disconnected. So I forget where or why I thought this was a really good LOL recording that was worth keeping, but I guess I'm not doing too badly. You guys can comment and say whatever you like about my Blitzcrank. I'm really not proud about how I play Blitzcrank. I'm really not that into playing him. I try not to play him because I think he's just mean. He just causes psychological problems for everyone who's playing against him on lane. They're just constantly scared, like, is he gonna pull me? Is he gonna... No. Okay. Oh, he pulled me. Oh my god, I'm dying. You know, like, just like that. It's awful. And I don't want to be mean. I want to be like a nice, you know, agreeable support, like Janna. Janna just, you know, she's a little bit distant. She pushes you away sometimes, you know. She can pop you up and kite you around, but you know, she didn't mean you any real harm, you know. Sona. So what would Sona do to you? Unless she's burning a lot of AP, in which case her Q power chord's going to be insane. But she's peaceful at least. Blitzcrank is just, dare I say, a rapist on lane. His job is to force feed his carry. I'm not really force feeding my carry, but he seems to be doing a pretty good job by himself. I think Draven's a decent pick against Vayne because they're both short range Fairy carries, but he has a lot more base damage. I mean, he can get a hell of a lot of poke with just the simple spinning axe basic attack, whereas Vayne needs her true damage, which takes 3 shots to get through. So trading with Draven, it becomes very easy against Vayne. I think, do we get this turret? No, surely we don't. Yeah. Oh my gosh, 4 of them coming down to bot. Look at that Draven. He's just doing all the work for me. I'm such a bad support. This is awful. Just watching yourself makes you feel very, very critical of your own gameplay. I suppose it makes you get better, I suppose. So yeah. Also just watching the tournament, like we watched the World Championships. That was really, really impressive. There was a lot of really cool, interesting gameplay. I love all of the lane switches and all of that stuff. It's very good and creative, and I think people should do it more in League of Legends, because I think the meta kind of fixes things into a very sort of boring, repetitive system. A really nice game, and that was a nice job. So, like, all I really need to do in this lane is just output my burst, and yeah, Blitzcrank doesn't really need any AP items. Oh god, I haven't even gone back. He doesn't really need any AP items. He's got quite a lot of decent burst on lane just from his level 6. Just, you know, press R. It takes quite a sizable chunk of their health. So I was thinking of making some sort of League of Legends guide videos. I'm not particularly good. I main in the role of like support, jungle. Those are my 2 favorite roles, which are like the most unpopular roles for most random people on the internet. So I suppose it means I fit into a lot of good team compositions. But I thought maybe I could make some guides. I know like my friends have some lore replays of games where I played really well. Like there was this Maokai game where I just completely, 20-minute snowballed them every single lane. But yeah, I probably could have done a little bit more there, seeing as Draven was tanking that. And yeah, it's very difficult to synergize exactly what you're doing at the time with your AD carry unless communication with them, and this person's just random from the internet. So I was really just on my own here, just only communicating with the mid, because the only Katarina on my team is the only person I actually know and talking to at this point. But yeah, I just think communication wins games about 90% of the time. Oh yeah, and of course counterpicking. I hate blind pick because you can get counterpicked just by accident, and it's really too much down to luck, and I don't like it. Draft pick is really kind of what they designed the game to be about, is creating team compositions that can counter one another, So yeah, the communication part of League of Legends is probably the most important. I know that I have like quite a large group of people who play. Oh, that was a nice ball. I have a large group of people who play League of Legends, And we do scrims from time to time, just like, you know, custom game 5v5, like where we kind of play seriously against each other. And the team that has the communication always wins, and it's always there are certain people who are more inclined to talk and communicate less, which gives them a disadvantage in a way. At least it means they are able to focus exactly on what they're doing. A nice counter gank, I suppose. I mean, he kind of countered the skirmisher bot by just running in and cleaning up. That wasn't so bad. I'd give him credit. In fact, I wonder if I'm actually taking the right low replay, actually, because I thought I did better in this match. Clearly, I have some work to do with Blitzcrank. That was a nice kill. Very close. Anyway, Katarina's just ridiculously strong at the moment. She's just simply down to the fact that she can roam very easily because she pushes minions very quickly with that, you know, with that quick Q W combo. She just completely clears out a minion wave, and then she's free to just, you know, go walk around wherever she likes. She's very mobile. I mean, that's kind of the point of Katarina. She's very mobile. She can shampoo from place to place, and she messes people up. And she doesn't really get countered, I think. There are only soft counters against Katarina on lane. Apart from Malzahar, I know Malzahar completely messes her up. And when we do face a Katarina, if someone on our team has Malzahar, it's just fantastic. Having someone who knows how to play Malzahar against a Katarina is just like a free mid lane win. It's brilliant. Just because of his interrupts and the fact that she has to get close to the minions in order to last hit, which means that the malefic visions will be passed on to her without really much effort at all. He doesn't actually have to expose himself. It's that she gets exposed against Malzahar, and this is a really horrible 4-man versus 2-man skirmish, and sometimes the better option is to just run away. This was clearly the better option. But yeah, I realise that this video is dragging on a little bit. I'm really only using it just to test out the microphone mainly, and test out fraps, of course, and to sort of make a little intro video for myself, and that is all about gaming, really. It's just, I figured at one point that, you know, I play games and I have a lot of laughs and fun with it, and, you know, it's become like a social thing because, you know, people play online together and stuff, and I have all of these great experiences, funny and enjoyable, and there are a lot of great moments, but I thought, you know, why not capture those moments? And there's the pull. Yes, that's how you play Blitzcrank. And you know, why waste those moments and, you know, let them fade away into, you know, memory? Or, you know, the alternative is, you know, recording stuff and kind of giving back a little bit to YouTube, because I love watching Let's Plays. I'm a big fan of like several big YouTubers. I won't even bother naming them. I'm sure most people are already aware of who are very popular for gaming on YouTube. But, you know, I'm a big fan of that, and I want to kind of do my bit and, you know, maybe add something to the YouTube community, and I want to kind of throw in my own sense of humor and my own ideas and thoughts on games and stuff, and that was cool. Yeah, that was just me kidding around. Don't know exactly why I did that, but yeah. And so yeah, you might have heard that completely ruined my video, and I only had a few seconds left. Look, this match is about to end in a few seconds, and I can't believe that just happened. It's really annoying, but oh well. I was just going to wrap up by saying that I listened over what I've already recorded, and the background noise and the squeaking is unbearable. So I'm going to wait till I get a new mic before I start recording some more stuff, because I want it to sound professional and nice and easy listening for everybody. So yeah, as you can see, we won the game. They gave up at 20 minutes, and there's the victory and a double explosion for some reason, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I will be uploading some more videos in the future, so I'll see you then, guys.